Everybody, this is Street Monk. Think I'm ready to go. Let me fix my hat. Hat's off a little bit. There we go. I'm be reading off this book by Fulton Sheen, Piece of the Soul. Piece of Soul. I found something quite interesting, and I want to share that with you. So just bear with me as I read. And sometimes us as Christians, sometimes we wonder why there are nice people out there, but they just quite don't seem to get it, even though they may go to church. Some of them think they're nice people and they don't go to church. That's kind of hard to believe, because our Lord is love, and anybody who loves Him knows what love is and knows what being nice means. But that's not always the case. And I read something in here that I thought I'd like to share with you in regards to nice people. And it's kind of shocking, but you know, it answers some questions I've always had. And hopefully this wind will allow me to read this without me getting so upset. Anyways, this chapter talks about confessions of sins as well. And it starts out, some psychiatrists would make all people nice people, complacent in their freedom from guilt or sin. By one magic stroke, the world would be rid of nasty people, or those who recognize they are sinners. This conception shows a shocking ignorance of human nature. The truth is that there is an increase of mental disorders, largely because too many people think they are nice when really they are nasty. Wow. Do you know any of those? I could start a list now. You know, of course, me and being on top. Let's see what else. This was the message our Lord drove home in the parable of two men who went into the temple to pray. And we both know that parable. In one says he's a repentant sinner, blah, blah, blah. And he tells all the good works he does and stuff. And then there's the other guy who really beats on his chest and accepts he is a major sinner, a great sinner. So that was the parable. Well, anyways, continue on. The nice people do not come to God because they think they are good through their own merits or bad through inherited instincts. If they do good, they believe they are to receive the credit for it. If they do evil, they deny that it is their own fault. They are good through their own good-heartedness, they say, but they are bad because they are misfortunate, either in their economic life or through an inheritance of evil genes from the grandparents. Am I good? Yeah. The nice people rarely come to God. They take the moral tone from the society in which they believe themselves to be very respectable citizens. Elegance is their test of virtue to them. The moral is the aesthetics, the evil of goodness, but the influence of their age. The evil of goodness, but by the influence of their age, the intellect are cultivated in knowledge of current events. They read only the bestsellers, but their hearts are undisciplined. They say that they would go to church if the church were only better, but they never tell you how much better the church must be before they join it. They sometimes condemn the gross sins of society, such as murder. They are not tempted to these because they fear the opprobrium that comes to those who commit them. By avoiding sins that society condemns, they escape reproach. They consider themselves good par excellence. Wow. We know a lot of people like that. I sure do. I've always wondered why a lot of people consider themselves really, really good people, yet you don't see good work coming from them. And me and the church that I belong to, I've been there for about 6, 7, 8 years on a regular basis, daily. And only now are they beginning to be nice people. I mean, they're nice people because they show up to church, but you don't see their niceness. A lot of times I can get funny looks by them. Looks like, you know, what are you doing here? Or that's what I believe they think. Or you know, get a job. It's a famous one that you hear on the streets all the time. And a lot of people just don't understand homelessness, and they show it in their beings, even though they're Christians. So Anyways, I can't keep this short, so I'll leave it there. You know any nice people out there that when you dig in, they're really not nice people. Although you look at them, you talk to them, they think they're the greatest people in the world. And hopefully I'm not one of them. Well, you know, take care. This is Streetmonk. Adios.